very beginning of the game, the player is thrown into a search and destroy mission. Find and kill a creature that's terrorizing humans. The Aesir have tracked the creature to an ancient Viking burial site known as the Hall of Heroes.
Time to go to work, wolves! What kind of monster lives in a place like this?
Now, beneath the ice and snow lies this ancient burial site, laying homage and tribute to the Viking warriors that have fallen. In Hall of Heroes, we want to start with a very desaturated level. It is a burial site after all. It is dead, it is serene, it is quiet. The use of blue as a psychological element conveys a sense of loyalty and strength, and of course it's also a frozen planet, so that gets tied into that as well. We purposely try to keep asymmetrical, balanced shapes, something that would represent being human created. In Hall of Heroes, we also want these to be monolithic and large in scale. We want to make sure that the player feels small as he traverses inside, feeling like the great warriors that are now looking down upon him are imposing.
The temple known as the Hall of Heroes was a homage to the actual Viking funeral rites. We know that we wanted to have this notion of a body being burned here and revered before they made their final journey into Valhalla. So the idea of a temple here slash crematorium where the bodies were put on display, revered, and then brought ultimately into a crematorium to be burned provided a good basis for start doing the level designs here.
The Hall of Heroes probably has a higher level of Norse mythology referencing in it initially that continues throughout the rest of the levels. But what we want to do with this level was certainly set the tone for the rest of the game.
As an ancient Viking burial temple, it starts out very balanced, very large statues that are imposing. Obviously it's symmetrical because it's human-made. As you traverse through the level, it becomes complete opposite, where all of a sudden it turns into an organic world of almost reflecting ivy and thorns and parasitic nature of enemies that have taken over this place as a forwarding base of attack. And in order to convey that in the atmosphere, of course, we want to change the shapes to be something that looks like something completely organic, completely unsymmetrical. We also want to show the lighting has changed from the cool, desaturated levels, the blue of that cold, loyal, respectful world, to something that is red, complete contrast, completely foreign to that environment.
I think there's a power in being able to express, I guess, immersive reality through arrangement. As you're playing the game, we want to be able to express through the artwork sort of a past history as an extra dimension in the level. When you have areas that are destroyed and opened up, it just puts on an extra layer of reality for the player because there's a cause and effect, there's a history of occurrences in the past. What we do at Silicon Knights very well is we try to make sure that we have a highly dynamic visual storytelling element within our levels. Beyond just playing what obstacles you have to overcome, if a player stops and looks around, they'll see that there's a lot more to it than just getting from A to B.